Hello and welcome back. Here we are at Gabilazan, outside of the door leading to the tomb of funny dwarfs. Care about a single gold ingot, apparently. Yes, welcome back, friends, to the silly and snowy lands of the Misty Mountains. Here we are. We have to collect the stolen dwarf gold ingot that generations of wars for hundreds of years have there on their very nose, like literally several feet away from the tomb, and never managed to collect it from over there. Great. Wonderful. Well, it's more than a few feet. I lied. It's like 50 feet. Oh my. How could you ever walk for 50 feet and retrieve something that you deem extremely important? How would you ever find it if you only have lived for hundreds of years in a place that's less than 1 square miles? Never would you ever be able to do it, right? But now, of course, here I am, a non-dwarf, a member of the human race, doing it all for them. Cause why not? It is Hjortur. Okay. Wow. The covering there is amazing.
What do you need?
Ha! You've come from one of those fool stone shapers, haven't you? I agree that they're kind of fool, yeah. You've heard the tale of their oath over that strongbox, haven't you? Well, allow me to tell you a tale. Sure. The first Hjortur Darhan stole the gold not for his own treasure, but to make Haumur's stone shaper look the fool. Upon hearing of Haumur's oath, Hjortur swore one of his own. He and his sons would forever keep the ingot and forever keep the stone shapers looking the fool. Okay. I too come from a long line of Hjortur Darhans, and I shall keep to the oath. You shall only have the ingot, if you can take the strongbox over my dead body. Is that it? Nobody was able to defeat you? Until I showed up? I'm not surprised at this point. And I don't think that's too likely. Well, I shall not break my oath. You shall not have the ingot. Oh, yes I will. Yes I will. Here we go. I'm sorry. Hjortur's chest. A long line of Darhans, all named Hjortur, have safeguarded this chest, so they all named Hjortur as well. Collected the stolen dwarf gold ingot, yes. And now we have to move just a little bit down here and into the tomb. Shall we go again and bring the stolen dwarf gold ingot to Haumur's stone shaper? Wow, what a ridiculous plot here. There he is.
Greetings.
My eyes must betray me, young man, you trickster. You cannot have the stolen ingot that has kept me and my kin chained to this place for the long years. Yet I do. And yet it is. It is. Can it be so? Has my duty at last been fulfilled? Well, it's up to you to decide. Okay. See what he does with it, guys. Here is the ancient dwarf chest. This ancient chest shows no signs of wear, but it has an unpleasant look to it, all the same. I can hardly believe the oath has been fulfilled. Be at peace, ancestor. The treasures are reclaimed. Okay, now what? What are we doing now? I'm not sure what I'll do with myself now. Yeah, I'm not sure either. The oath is all I've had. Perhaps I'll join my kin in the Blue Mountains. Ah well, it matters not. Because, for the first time, I'll be able to go wherever I choose, right? That alone is good enough, right? Now what? Oh, now we have to pick up the chest and bring it to Lara's Sharp Shot. Never mind. Okay. Picking up the whole dwarf chest, put it in my tiny pockets, because it fits perfectly well there. In there. Okay, great. Wonderful. So now, let's see, I'll meet you at the high crag. And here we are, at the high crag. And we need to find Lars shipshard, which will be easy enough, obviously. I wonder, I'm quite curious as to what he has to say about the whole matter.
Well met, friend.
Good, good. I hope the strongbox wasn't too hard to find. Not at all. Heike Goldwatcher is sure to be pleased with this. Those records of his won't have a bad thing to say about me. Now, I know we've already done so much, but perhaps there is a bit more I could ask of you? Sure, why not at this point? Tol Mundar. Boots of the Long March. Cool. Sharpshot axe. Or sharpshot shield. Fine.
Welcome. You've come at a most fortuitous time.
As usual. There is but one thing left to do. Take the strongboxes to Heike Goldwatcher in Thorin's Hall. Oh, all the way to Thorin's Hall? Are you kidding me? I know it's a bit of a trek to go all the way there. Oh, a bit of a trek, you say. But I think it's the proper thing to do. I wish I could do it myself, since it's my reputation that will be besmirched in Heike's records if he's not happy. But I'm far too busy here to make such a journey. After all, I have to sit still in one place near the fire, you know. You'll find Heike in Thorin's Hall in the Blue Mountains. Hopefully, Heike won't be too unhappy when you get there. Great. Real treasure, huh?
Greetings, traveler.
Take that box to Thorin's Hall, Basabor. Yeah, it's as simple as that, isn't it? Okay. Apparently, Vigor Roadwalker has more quests for us, too.
Might you lend me an ear?
As if with not enough to deal with here, it seems that a few of Rivendell's scouts have gone astray somewhere east of here, up in the high pass. A pair of them that passed through some few weeks ago said there were rumors that a new great goblin has arisen in Goblin Town. Oh, that's not good. And we're going to see if they were true, and make trouble for them if they were. Well, there is trouble aplenty up in these mountains without a pair of flighty elves stirring up more. Funny, mark my words. But go they did, and we've not heard aught from them since. One of my folk went along with them, a fellow by the name of Iwind. That's a cool name. So they ought to be fine. Now that I think about it, Iwind is a bit of a hothead himself. He went tagging along with the others as he fancied he would find a bit more adventure up in the high pass, as he put it. So maybe it would be best if you did go take a look and see if they are all right. Okay, into the high pass.
What do you need?
You should seek out my kinsman Iwind up in the high pass. He and his companions should be encamped out past Pinat Fenwy, up through Kirit Daur. Okay, fair enough. Let's sell some junk here. Sorry,
Greetings,
didn't mean to
traveler.
click on that. Okay.
I am at your service.
I don't think I have anything of value that I care about, I mean. Yeah, not really. So, and repair as well. Good. Okay. Now let's see what makes sense here. Okay. Well, I think we should go back to Gloin's camp, which we can do right away. There we go. Because we have at least one quest to return there, and it's not just anything, it's the epic storyline quest. So let's see how that goes. Yeah, Seferegion spoke falsely of Mirdanant, for he did not protect its master or his people.
No dawdling.
What? Thou hand dwarves with the goblins? Oh yes, it's all coming together now. While you were away, one of my scouts reported something interesting. You see, The task given to me by King Dain was to track down the Darhan's last refuge. The scout seems to have found it, as there were a large number of Darhans around an old dwarf fortress called Gabilazan. Am I going there for the third time? Fine. But that wasn't all that he found. As the scout watched from a high ridge, two figures rode up to the fortress. One was a dwarf, the other a cloaked figure. At first, he didn't know what he was seeing, but when all the Darhans stopped what they were doing and cheered, he knew the dwarf could only be one person. Skorgrim. Oh no, I dread to deal with that dwarf. Now, with what you've told me, the other figure with him must have been the Ringwraith. It would seem our two tasks are but one friend, yet twice as horrible too. Trek Fotar. Not bad. Congrown. Not a bad two-handed club, but we prefer swords because we have a slight advantage wielding swords, being a champion. Or Doom of Gursmat. Yeah, but ours is significantly better. Okay, let's take this for fun.
Welcome! You have come at a most fortuitous time.
If we can but enter this fortress, we will end two problems with one fell stroke. By ending the threat of this rider, we can ensure Rivendell's safety, and by putting an end to Skorgrim, we will crush the Darkhans, well, and beyond, really. Because, as you know, Skorgrim is not just influenced internally by the Darkhans or anything. However, it won't be easy, as the scout reported that the two entered the inner keep of the fortress. That keep is nearly impregnable. This is what you must do, Basabur. Every dwarf fortress has a secret entrance, and although I do not know the secret of Gabilazan, I know how to learn it. Great. When the cornerstone for Gabilazan was laid down, a copy of the fortress's plans would have been stored within. Around that cornerstone, the fortress was built and can now only be accessed by entering Gabilazan's vault. Once we have the plans, we will be able to learn the fortress's secret entrance. Cool. Gabilazan can be found in the more westerly of the two passes that gate entrance to Iorbar. The easternmost pass, Rakas Bizar, is not guarded by dwarves, and may give you a roundabout means of approaching the keep. All valuable information here, thank you. The High Fortress.
No dawdling!
The plans are at Gabilazan, Basabor. With those, we may find our way in. I really hope so. Alright guys, so let's see what that means for us. Wait. Over there. Over here, guys. I see. So I'm kind of excited to do that now. So I'll meet you after I pass the high crag. Okay, we passed the high crag and into the snowy wilderness we go. Oh, wait a minute. We were already into the snowy wilderness? Never mind. That was a silly joke there. Now, let's see. We have to search the Gabilazan cornerstone, which on this side of things won't be a challenge for us, because I can deal with those dwarves here, both individually and collectively, if I have to. Right, so that's not a problem in itself. However, we do need to figure out where the cornerstone is. So it must be inside this solid structure, the Gabilazan vault. But of course, they did mention the vault. Okay. Did we ever go all the way down here? I think we did. Yes. So here is a guard, the Gabilazan guard of the Darkhans, and here is the Gabilazan cornerstone, the first block set down when Gabilazan was built. Very cool. Let's search. Searching the cornerstone, you discover the Gabilazan plans. And we collected the Gabilazan plans, though we cannot read them because maybe we cannot read Dwarfish, I guess. Now I have to meet you all the way back at Glorian's camp. And this time I cannot travel fast there, so we'll do it the slow way. Okay, I'll see you over there, guys. Alright, somehow on the way back I discovered this place called the Frostile Pond. Yeah, just now. I do not believe there is any discovery deed associated with it. No, I don't think so. But anyways, it's a marking on the map here. So we're here at the Frostile Pond. Cool. It's a little less slippery than the other pond from the previous episode, guys. I don't know why, but it's just a little more comfortable to walk on. In any case, now I shall indeed see you at the Glorian's camp. Alright, Glorian. We have the plans now. The blueprints or whatever.
No dawdling!
Ah, wonderful. You found the cornerstone and the plans were within. I didn't mention it before you left, but there was a very good chance the plans were taken or destroyed years ago. Great. Yet it seems fortune is smiling upon us this day. Oh, and look here. Here is the inner keep's secret entrance. Great. Well, if they were taken years ago, not by the Dark Hands. Obviously, the Dark Hands occupying the place now would have checked that and figured that out, and they would know that that will compromise the security of that place, and, you know, I don't think they would just stay there. Anyhow, destroyed, that's another matter. If they knew it was destroyed, they would care less. Let's see what happens next.
I would be grateful for your assistance.
Ah, yes. Why, it will be just like when burglar Bilbo crept into Smaug's lair. Well, not just like. We'll just need the key to open the secret door, and you will be in the inner keep. Finding that key, though, could present a challenge. Now, the old tales of Heligroth, that's the great dwarf hole to the north that fell to the dragon Torog, say that after it was abandoned, all the surrounding dwarf holes were abandoned as well. The keystones that opened the secret doors to all those holes were hidden in a small dwarf vault near the source of the Bruinen. The building might be in ruins now, but the vault is surely still there. How do you know that? Once we have the keystone, the inner keep of Gabilazan will be open to us. Journey north to the source of the Bruinen and look for the vault at Iskeld's Lookout. You will need to brave the snow beasts that make their homes among the drifts. Ah, easy. But that should not be a problem for you, indeed. I would expect. No, you expect correct. The keystone.
No dawdling!
Please get that keystone. We won't be able to get into the inner keep without it. Look to the source of the Bruinen for the dwarf vault. Okay, so both the elves and the dwarves refer to the rivers here as the source of Bruinen, Eastern Bruinen, Western, etc. Quite interesting. Not that it doesn't make sense. Let's see, so it looks like I don't need to go too far. We've already found Iskeld's Lookout, so I'll see you over there, guys. Not too far from here. Not too far from here. There's the key. Ah, the stone colored circle. Not aware of the significance of that either. Oh, Snow Beast Hurler. You hurl badly. You don't threaten me enough. Okay. So now we have to fight some of the snow beasts around here. That should be fine though. Should be fine. Okay, and the bear too. Wait, you're in cahoots with the snow beasts? Not good, wild beast. I have no quarrel with you, bears. Okay, quite a few of those. They count for a bit though, so I'm pretty happy. Okay. And here is the keystone. Not the topmost stone in an arch. This intricately carved stone can open a dwarf-wrought door. Okay. Let's see if that's true. Oh yeah, we collected the keystone. And again, I shall meet you back at the glowing camp. One more time. Okay, we have the plan. We have the key.
No dawdling!
And we have glowing, which is great. Yes, this is the keystone of which I spoke. Good work, Wasselbur. Now the real business will begin.
Welcome! You have come at a most fortuitous time.
Now that we have the keystone, the back way into the Darkhand Keep will be open to us. You should be able to confront both the Nazgul and Skorgrim. However, the task will be a great one, and you will need help. Yes, so gather a company of allies. Also, since completion of this task may mean the end of Skorgrim, a great boon to Durin's folk, I will send my son Gimli along with you to aid in the battle. I will entrust him with both the keystone and the secret dwarf lord needed to open the gate. Wow, Gimli will be our companion. Exciting. Now go and gather a company of allies and prepare for the battle ahead. Once you are prepared, speak to Gimli. He is staying in one of the guest rooms of Elrond's house. Together you'll set off for the keep, and he shall open the secret way into the inner keep. This will be a great day for the Free Peoples, Bathbor. Well, we're not there yet. I'm eager for your return with a tale of your victory. Yeah. Don't be too eager, please. The last refuge.
No dawdling!
Speak to Gimli when your allies are ready, and he will lead you to the Dwarf Keep. He is on one of the guest rooms along the road that winds up the southern slope of the Vale of Imladris. Alright, so we won't do this immediately. And let's see. If I remove this, just temporarily, I think the nearest thing to us is the posting Vigor's sign outside the Rudauran Keep, warning evil men. If you recall this, another silly quest in my opinion, but maybe I shall ride up to the northern Bruinensor's here, where we have been before, and from there we shall ride together up even further north and up the mountain, and hopefully we won't freeze to death in the process. Okay, we have been up to around here, guys, and the air is getting a little thinner again. How do those Rudaur survive around here in those relatively light clothing? It's beyond me, but they do. They have the... I don't know what it is. The vitality, the skill, and the blood to do it. Wow. And yet we keep climbing to even higher places, getting closer to the stairs leading to their outpost. So my guess is that they'll ignore the sign, the warning sign, but maybe they'll take heed in one way or another. I'm doubtful though. I think this plan might even backfire. Wait, is that where I'm supposed to post the stuff? Yes, I guess so. The Bitter Stare. Okay, the Bitter Stare. The Bitter Stare we just found, but it's not any of the deeds I have to deal with. Okay, never mind. I thought this was a significant enough place to deserve some lore, but apparently not. A signpost. This signpost has been scored by time and the elements. Yeah, pretty well. It's holding up pretty well, if you ask me. You affix Vigor's sign to the post. Right. Now what? Now we have to go back to the High Crack and talk to Vigor about it. Vigor Roadwalker. But that won't be until the next episode. I'm barely catching my breath here at this elevation. Wish me good luck. I'll see you next time. Take care, guys. Goodbye.